Hello everyone, John here, back again with another Lantern Control League. This time we're gonna head back uh, to the field with the Weir version. This is the list I've been playing. It's pretty stock, except I cut one Codex Shredder for a Blue Colors belt, so I can diversify a little bit my Mirrocks, and actually Shredder is still rating lower on the spreadsheet. So I like the having the extra good color bell for to go around ley line of sanctity and just be less vulnerable to Python needle and other stuff like that, since now we are facing a lot of lantern. On my lands, I'm using two Academy Ruins for now, because I like the card so much and I think it's actually very good. In place of the usual when Inventors Fair people use on this lot, or simply the to cut it and add an extra blue land. And main deck, instead of running the usual 4 Inquisition for 3 Thoughtseize, I put a 3-3-1 split because I still feel Collective Brutality is good. But I'm open to be proven wrong. I have an extra one on my sideboard and I have a Pyroclasm. I'm not running Tezerats just because I didn't bother to afford them. Maybe I'll get one or two to, just to have it on, to have an out to Grixis Death Shadow and those other slow grind plays. But yeah, just gonna play this one like this, and let's see how we do. Oh, that was quick. We go in Sizzler. Okay, we have a Mirrock with a Mifros Bubble, 2 actually, so we can dig for stuff we need. We can actually start by discarding and protecting, and we have a Snare Bridge. I think it's a capable hand. We have to draw some lands and we'll probably be fine. We're facing humans. Humans after all. That's actually very good. We can put them both down, open with a discard, and go throw down. Oh, he actually has 2 meddling mages, which I think we will have to snag both. Yeah, we have to snag both because he can put it down in the next turn, and we actually have no other way to play it, since we don't have a Weir in hand. Yeah, let's just. I think I'm not going to use Mishra's Bubble, because with top deck land we can actually play Snaring Bridge right now. The next turn, I mean. And he probably didn't draw anything good. Let's just hope we get a. Oh yeah. Let's just put it down and manage the game from there. I think opponent is considering if he should consider not. Yep, that was an interesting game one. Okay, this one doesn't matter. They generally don't have a Stony Silencer nor anything like that on the sideboard. They just have some kind of enter the battlefield effect with Vitian Renegades. Because their mana is actually kind of funky to play, non-human permanent sometimes. But so I will just rely on two abrupt decays if anything weird happen. Since we can cut actually a bunch of stuff, we'll keep the Pyrite Spellbound because he has nobles and stuff like that. I don't know if we should put in the Discollective Brutality or the other Maelstrom Pulse. Let's see. I don't know about cutting the 1 mana discard. It's fine. It's not the big of deal on the game. We can actually cut the Grafdigger's Cage because they tend not to play Collective Company. And Pyroclasm, it's interesting as well, but a lot of his stuff can grow out of the Pyroclasm range. But I think it's a fine card. Anyway, yeah, let's try this way and see what happens. We could cut some Murocs. Murocs shoot for some extra action spells, but I don't think we need that much. So let's try this way. Man, that game one we draw everything we needed. We have the hand with the lock and two Mishra's Bubble to cycle and turning weird invention sooner, so we just keep it. Let's just hope the opponent doesn't get to poke too many holes at it. But I think this is one of the best hands we can keep. Yeah. Okay, on turn 1 on turn 2 he can put down the flying human that can see our hand. So maybe we should prioritize the lantern, but I think I'm fine rolling with it. And putting Gold Colored Bell and Mishra's Bubble down, since we have a lot of other impact spells he'll be tempted to take before the lantern. And let's just put the two Mishra's Bubble down. It's actually pretty close call if we should Mishra's Bubble him on his upkeep and then start getting information about what he's drawing, since we have pretty much everything we want in our hand. Let me see. Okay, now the opponent starts to slow play. That's fine. I think we're gonna Mishra's Bubble him. It seems better at in this particular case than to bubble ourselves. I forgot to play our other bubble, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. Horizon Canopy, okay, just let him draw this. Thalia, very good card. I don't remember if there's any upside to milling him, downside to milling him. For us, it's we have two Academy Ruins now, so it might come in hand in the future. Oh, and we got our Abrupt Decay and milled his hand as usual. That's generally what happens. I wanted to play Mishra's Bubble the last turn because of this, but yeah, just trigger happy playing. Let's just hope it doesn't bite us that much. Now we're gonna have to pay 2 for the lantern, and we have to strand it in hand. And we should have it down, so it might actually be bad. I can yeah, I'm gonna have to play the lantern. Next turn I might Ancient Stirrings into another land and go for there. I think we're gonna mill. We don't want the Weir, and Meddling Mage can be kinda yeah, and we have a land on top. That was good. You know, Meddling Mage can sometimes make you have to work around it a little bit, and when you have a Talia in play, it gets kind of hard because you have to spend so much resources. Yeah, the Mayor, and let's see if he. Yeah, I think he's gonna have the other Talia. Oh, or Meddling Mage. Let's see what he's naming. He named Snaring Bridge, which is usually the target they go for. And we actually have one in hand, so it's gonna be kind of boring until we can empty enough for the Weir. I think I'm gonna go for the Lantern plus Mishra's Bubble now, because I'm gonna draw another one next turn, and we have to build up our artifacts for the Weir, especially if Italian play. So that's it. We're not gonna blow it up. We have exactly enough to Weir for Ensnaring Bridge, and we're gonna have 3 cards in hand. We're gonna have to take this entire next turn right in the face, and hope he doesn't have Vitian Renegades or anything like that, but that's the sacrifices we have to make sometime. He's been drawing a good stream of lands, so we can maybe, pray he doesn't have Vitian Renegades in hand. He's doing for 3 of the other Talia. Yeah, that doesn't screw us up that much, the way the game played out, but this one does. It may actually help us in the next turn, because we can roadblock him. We just have to stay alive this turn, which we actually can. Let's just set the play to the beginning of combat for next turn, so nothing bad happens. Yeah, and he's empty-handed. I think we have a real shot at this. We're gonna be 3 on hand. Only the Talia Lieutenant and the Mayor of Everbrook will be able to attack. That being if he doesn't flip it, but yeah, he will flip it this turn. So we are good. Yeah, well, our draw actually lined up pretty in our favor, even though we have the misplay on turn 1. Come on, friend. Yeah, we're... We are pretty good in this game. Okay, he can attack off only the Meddling Mage and the small Talia this turn, and yeah, we're dead anyway. Forgot about that. Yeah, they lose 1-1 because of the Mayor of Everbrook. If we had, I don't think there was a way we could go around that. Yeah, we didn't have. Yeah, we're just gonna submit the same way. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna open with Codex Shredder and Mishra's Bubble because he doesn't have a way to take it out of anything out of hand on turn 1. And let's just hope he doesn't break our Wheel of Invention in any way. But I could go for Lantern and just not pop the Mishra's Bubble. It's another way to go around about it. Man, if we had a way to not let that Mayor of Everbrook flip on that turn and still be able to weir, but because of Talia we couldn't go into a land and play it even if we didn't have our land drop, which I don't remember exactly if we did or not. Yeah, but you know, Humans is a pretty aggressive deck. I'm actually pretty a little bit indecisive on. Let's go for the Codex Shredder play and let's use on him. I think we have a little bit of wiggle room at this exact moment. It's gonna be better if we draw a Mox Opal, but you know. I think Noble Hierarchy was good enough to take it off with his hand, even if we can control his draws very much, and it actually paid off. It would have been his turn 1 play. It would be nice to draw a Raybone land and to be able to play this Inquisition, but we didn't. So anyway, I think we have time to work around and take stuff off of his hands to guarantee that our one bridge will be able to stack. Let's dig for a Rainbow land on next turn. Please not the flying guy. Oh. It was actually pretty good for us. Another Pyxis. I think we can. I'm actually gonna mute this. I don't want another one. Fuck. Oh, another weir on top. Yeah, we can kinda. Oh. Yeah, I think opponent must have been pretty light Treff on hand, and when he saw the lock being assembled and the weir on top, he didn't have another way to destroy the bridge on top, so he just gave up. Yeah, can pretty much appreciate that. Well, see you guys on round 2.